properties of money. These are the rules that anything that is used as money, whether that's notes or coins or cowrie shells or a rock sunk at the bottom of the ocean, there's some notes, they need to have something so that they are useful for an economy to work. It works quite well with the notes and coins that we have now, and also with our electronic means of transfer with our bank cards and our PayWave and that kind of thing. Now, you would have been given a sheet by your teacher that looks like this with the features of the property of money, and we're building up on that idea that we looked at why we have money. When you're trying to trade things, it's much easier to have a third good that you're not trying to swap between products. You've got something that everyone agrees has value and that everyone wants it. So for money to be effective, it needs to be portable, easy to carry around. Imagine if you were going grocery shopping for your family and you had $300 to spend and you had to pay for that in $1 coins or even 50-cent coins. That would get really heavy and really awkward to carry around. So we need to have a way of making it carry. One of the ways that our currency does that is that we have gold coins for $1 and $2 and notes for the other thing. So it's not quite so hard if you had to pay $300 in groceries and you had three $100 notes. That would be nice and easy. Once again, it's probably easier to just swipe your card if you've got one. There used to be, when your parents were younger and when I was younger, there used to be 1 and 2 cent coins and $1 and $2 notes. They changed that as part of this way of making it easier to carry around. I remember someone saying that the rule was if a coin was so low in value that someone dropped it on the ground and didn't bother bending down to pick it up, or if you saw one on the ground you wouldn't pick it up, then it's not worth having as currency anymore. So some people would just walk straight past a 10-cent coin, others would stop and pick it up, which shows that some people still consider it has value, which is why we keep it. All right, portable, write that on your notes. The next one, divisible. We need to be able to break the money down into small amounts. That's why we have those coins. If you're buying something at the dairy and it's $3.99, then they'll round it up to $4. But if it was $3.90, then you'd be able to get the right change to be able to pay that amount. So you can easily break it down into small amounts. Divisible. Pop that in your notes. The next one is that it is durable. Your money needs to last a long time. You need to be able to give it to the dairy to buy whatever you're buying, and then they will use that money to give back to change to someone else, and it will just pass from hand to hand to hand and stay as good as it started. The average note in New Zealand lasts about 7 years, and in that time it has changed from countless numbers of hands depending on where it's travelled in that time. But it needs to be durable. Doesn't work if you hand over your money to someone and it isn't usable for them to still have that value and pass it on to anybody else. Okay, the next one is your money needs to be acceptable. You need to agree that that money is worth something and that you can take it and you can use it at anywhere where you need to have money. It doesn't have to be that you've got different money for the North Island or the South Island or different shops, that kind of thing. The money that you use as an economy needs to be recognised and accepted wherever you need to take it. Okay, the next one, uniform. Now we're not talking about what you wear. A uniform means that it is the same. That's the idea with a uniform. Everyone looks the same. With money, it is the same. It has the same value. A $5 note is going to be worth $5 no matter where you take it within New Zealand. And that is one of the guides to make sure that everyone can use it, a bit like being acceptable, that it's all the same. And finally, money needs to be limited supply. That means that we need to have enough of it so people can access it, but it doesn't need to be, if you have too much of it, it loses its value because it's not scarce anymore. If you had $1,000, you would be willing to spend a little bit more money than if you had $100 because you've got more of it to spend, and that is how we end up with inflation and problems like that. One of the things that they do with the money that we looked at the other day is that they have lots of features on it so people can't make the money. They can't imitate it because that's part of keeping the money scarce. Okay, so going back to your notes, these are the things that you should have there. That we've got money is portable, divisible, durable, acceptable, uniform, and in limited supply. Thank you.